Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. The place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be TV, comics, movies, and video games. And as I mentioned in an earlier video about Disney based playing Dirty Pool, about was some of they're trying to sink the competition. One of the particular areas that they keep doing this in is in superhero movies, particularly Marvel movies. I mean, the fact that they sabotaged the DCEU before they ever got off the ground good, I mean, it's still going, just not at the freight train speed it was going back when Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and all those other movies come out. I mean, they're still putting out DC left and right. They're still putting out DC movies. I mean, Aquaman was great. I'll do a review on that sometime. Shazam was, I heard nothing but good things about it. Even though some folks, even though media-wise, it kind of flew under the radar. I mean, it's out on DVD now. I might go pick it up eventually. Excuse me. But it's not going at the breakneck speed that it was back when, like, Justice League was hitting and everything, and they were going, and basically, and it's because of what Marvel did. But that's not exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that Marvel is not necessarily learning from its past mistakes. And the reason I say that is because of certain things that was announced recently at San Diego Comic-Con, and that they are actually introducing something that was introduced in the comics a few years ago that I said was a horrible idea, and is going to be doing terrible things to Marvel Comics, which eventually, of course, it did. And that is the idea of Jane Foster becoming Thor. And I know of at least one person out there on YouTube that actually liked it, but this has been a shotgun all over YouTube as of late, ever since Comic-Con 2 weeks ago. And that is they're going to have a movie, a part of Marvel's Phase 4, called Thor Love and Thunder. And in that movie, they're supposed to have Natalie Portman playing Jane Foster, who is supposed to become Thor. And it's generated so much controversy online. There's folks that has come out and slammed people over it. There's, like I said, it's now become a new point of contention amongst YouTubers. And it's just, I mean, it's just like, it's as divisive now as it was back when it was a comic book plot line. I said back then, I called it a gimmick then. It's a gimmick now. And I'll be one of the first ones to say it. It was a gimmick that helped to sink Marvel Comics as a brand. And I think it looks to me as if they're still trying to dig their way out of that hole that a lot of writers have wrote them into. A lot of the plot lines they've done, a lot of the mess they've introduced into comics, a lot of politics that they've put into comics, it's basically about sunk them to the point of about sunk them to the bottom of the comic book sea. And it's just not, as again, I've protested it back then as being a bad gimmick, and that's what it's exactly going to be right now, a bad gimmick. And I mean, they've already started sinking the MCU anyway with Captain Marvel, as I've already said before. But this looks to be just as bad. But the fact that they're introducing this, I mean, years ago they were flipping out like, are they going to introduce this into the MCU? Is this going to become part of the movies? Is this going to become part of the MCU? I was like, and the first thing I thought, I said, well, I guess they're going to get their wish then. But as I said, it's just a bad gimmick that just they will not let just pass away. I mean, the fact in the comics, I think they reintroduced the regular Thor Odin's son, as Thor again. They let him become Thor again, and I don't know if they still got Jane Foster in there as Thor or not. I don't know. Leave a comment below if it is, but last I heard, I don't think she was Thor anymore. Thor was back to being Thor again. And I don't think what happened with their own version of Rebirth. I think pretty much he had become Thor again. But please let me know in the comments below if it's true or not that she's still Thor. Well, not she is still quote unquote Thor. but the fact that they're introducing this in the movie shows that they have not learned a thing. And to make sure that they stay on top, once again, they're going to tear anybody down, and they're going to tear anything and everybody down to make sure they are the top dog in the yard. And make sure they are at the top of the mountain. They don't care who they have to destroy. They'll even to the point destroying the competition and making sure they're still on top. Even if it means a bad gimmick, they'll still find some way to end up on top by any means necessary. And personally, it's not fair and it's not right. And it's just a sad situation we're seeing. And as I've heard a lot of folks say in terms of the MCU after Endgame, I've heard a lot of folks say enjoy Endgame because that's probably the last good Marvel movie you're going to see. And with the fact that they're introducing bad gimmicks like this, that's not very hard to believe that what's going to happen next. But what do y'all think? Are y'all excited about this? Do y'all have the same feeling about it that I do? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from y'all. As always, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'll see y'all next time.